Finally tonight here in the United States, the faithful are beginning Christmastide, the 8 days that follow the birth of our Lord. And many parts of the world, including the United Kingdom, Australia, and Canada, today is known as Boxing Day, and many historians believe that it has direct ties to Christianity. All right, for more, we turn now to Joanna Bogle, a Catholic journalist and author based in the United Kingdom. Joanna, always wonderful to be with you. A lot to discuss, including a favorite Boxing Day meal. But first, let's talk about the history of the day after Christmas in the UK. Not a lot of people really know that much about it, I think. And does it have Christian or Catholic roots?
It certainly has Catholic roots. It's St. Stephen's Day, as every Catholic will know. But the boxing bit is simply that you have boxes, presents. You give people a present in a box. I mean, that's what it comes from. Certainly, for many years, and in my childhood on a large scale, Boxing Day was the day, but actually you tended to do this a few days before Christmas. You gave a tip, a box, to people who helped you, the postman, the dustman, and so on. And I remember in the vanished Britain of my childhood, my mother gave a packet of cigarettes to the local postman, sort of a Christmas box, and to the dustman.
Let's talk about that a little bit more, and how it makes, how Boxing Day is different than Christmas or even Christmas Eve.
Oh, it's completely different. In a sense, it's a sort of, in our tradition, I'm not saying it's a part of the church's tradition at all, but it's a slightly secular day. I have to say, one rather, to me, sad thing is that what it is very famous for in England, is the meat, by which I mean the Boxing Day meat, the hunt. The hunt. People with hounds, mounted riders, and the great pack of hounds will meet in the town square, on the village green, by a pub. It's a huge tradition, and gallop off through the countryside in pursuit of a fox. But it's now illegal.
And I know that there is also a traditional Christmas dish and Boxing Day dish known as bubble and squeak. For those who aren't familiar, like myself, could you tell us a little bit about that?
It's my favorite Christmas dish. It's quite simple. Traditionally, I think perhaps in America too, with your roast turkey, you have potatoes, and in Britain, Brussels sprouts. There's a sort of famous joke now that Brussels sprouts are ghastly. I am very fond of them. But anyway, you mash the remaining potatoes and the sprouts together. You pulp them together, squish them together. I suppose you can do that now in a blender. I do it by hand. And then you add a little milk, and then you fry the result. And you eat that with cold turkey, cold sausages, cold ham. And it's a very good dish to pack away as well, if you've got some silver foil and you can pack it in a thermal thing. Big flask of mulled wine, that's wine with spices and some sugar and things added, and out you go for your country walk. Hot rolls, and then cold turkey, cold ham. Oh, gosh, it's good. But my Auntie Peggy Nash was, who's gone to her reward now, she made the most super bubble and squeak. The other thing you do on Boxing Day is you visit relations. So I think it's really important that Christmas isn't just one day. And you can't always visit all the family in one day. Of course not. And a family, please God, grows,
Are there any other traditions on Boxing Day that may actually be, Catholic in nature?
There is this idea that it's the feast of Stephen. And so we sing the carol, Good King Wenceslas, which I think has also come to America. And the idea that he was the first martyr is definitely partly what makes sense in terms of having a 2-day holiday. There is also a very Catholic idea that a feast goes on for a long while and there is hospitality. And remember that in the English tradition is also the ghastly Cromwell, the ultra Protestant, who tried to abolish mince pies and thought that a proper Christmas celebration in that sense was not part of the scriptures. It is, of course, but that has made the 2-day thing and the whole idea of celebrating for a long time somehow more important.
Well, Joanna, thank you for talking to us and sharing all of this with us. We really appreciate it, and happy Boxing Day to you.
Thank you. A happy Boxing Day and a glorious Christmastide. It runs right the way through to Candlemas.